Rima, if we can keep all the points quite brief because we've had half an hour already.
So I welcome your willingness to look at ways in which the community group can come forward and make a bid under the Localism Act. However, that's obviously quite separate about what will happen in the meantime with
we're happy to grant a group related to this in the meantime.
So
how long we could do that?
So what I'm saying is that you can start negotiations about a community right to bid from February when you've made a decision. But you can start negotiations around the grant of a licence or a lease now.
You can. And we won't
and are you going to do that?
Yes. We're asking for you to accept Community Barnet.
So who
helps us do that?
With Community Barnet or with Barnet Council? With this going to be
Community Barnet to support us to do it. We don't. I'm not an expert in.
I mean, if we write a letter to Barnet Council saying on the 18th, will you meet with us on premises of your choice? Will there be an authorised council official there with a member of Community Barnet and to have those discussions with us about a licence and or a lease for the interim use of the building? That's my question. Can you answer that?
I think, I'm from Community Barnet. I think our position is that we want to help the group here to be as properly constituted and to make yourself as fit to get the licence as possible. I think
but
if you have a meeting with the council, there may be things where they will say, you know, you haven't got the right arts and whatever, articles and memorandum, whatever, ask Community Barnet to do. You may want to ask us to come with you rather than the council asking us to come with them. I mean, I think we see ourselves as people who are helping you. We're helping you because the council want us to work with you so that it can happen.
Yeah, I mean, my question was about...
Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you again. So, Phoenix and then Maureen.
Okay, what's to say? There's a major shift gone on here, and we have to recognise that the victory is now in sight. That when we started here 4 or 5 months ago, that there was a chance of this being bulldozed and it being turned into a shop with 20 flats on the side and the village green being taken over. Now we have a situation where there is possibly a community bid, where there is a licence for 6 months or longer, up to the 18th, whatever. I've got a couple of questions back to Bill, I suppose, is one, just to clarify something. I think basically we are occupying through squatting this building in order to facilitate it being saved as a library and as a community space, which we feel we're now 80, 90, probably 90% plus of the way of doing. Now, we don't, once a licence has been signed that protects this place for the next 6 to 18 months, we do not need to squat it and occupy it overnight. Now, if a licence is speedily worked out with some of our 9, I hear now, I'm very happy to hear it's 9, not 6, licensees and a legal entity, then there will be a transition period we started to describe last week, whereby, given a few weeks, a month's transition, we will hand the keys back over to the licensees, and some form of licensee key holders will come in the morning and open up for 11 o'clock opening and close it again at 7 o'clock or 9 or 10 if we've got an event on or whatever it is. And we don't have to have the squatters occupying it or whatever. Mission has been accomplished. So just if you can communicate that back to the council, that once a licence has been arranged and through Community Barnet, there doesn't have to be the occupation of the squatters because the licence will be occupying the building and keeping it open as a community facility. So that's one point to go back. The other point, just to welcome Community Action Barnet. Thank you for coming here. I'm not sure exactly what's been going on in newspapers and who's been saying what to who, but I personally am glad. I think Fiona's said that you're a very good group and you've done a lot of good work, and I'm glad to see that we can get your help and support to save this community facility. So let's keep talking on how we can do that. And the last point really is, during these negotiations, we actually want to come back stronger on one thing to Bill and the council. This is about a local library here, but it's also about the National Libraries campaign, and we would like to see that in that licence some funding is still provided by the council to this place to cover the utilities, whatever it is, electric, internet, heating, whatever, for the old people, the young people. And also we are actually asking, they provided Hampstead Garden Suburb for up to £20,000. We believe that the money is now available because the Arts Depot few £1 million thing is not happening now, that there should be a minimum of £20,000 to £50,000 or whatever it is, and one paid-for librarian is part of our negotiation position. We would like to win for the National Libraries campaign, who are making my last point here. They are strongly talking to us, the National Libraries campaign, saying we want to oppose these public cuts whereby public services are being replaced by volunteers for free. So we would like to see that the council puts in some form of paid librarian, even if it's one librarian that helps. The other 50% is run by volunteers. That's my final point. We would like to see a paid librarian and some funds from the council. If you could put that back to him, Bill, that'd be great.
So we've got